Talladega Super Speedway in Talladega, Alabama is the location for stock number 21 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series. As this is the fourth and final restrictor plate race of the season, we are here today for the running of the DieHard 500s. We're set for 29 laps on this 2.66 mile high banked racetrack. They're right deep in the heart of Alabama. And a crowd of over 170,000 strong is about to witness what's about to happen here today. Who wins today? Well, you never know when it comes to this racetrack, neither. On the pole for this race here, as we get the starting lineup, it is the four-time race winner this season. It is Zach Rogers on the pole for his event. He'll be alongside car number 89, the winner at Atlanta, Quentin Moore, sits alongside. Second row has Charles Sanford in car 24 and Michael Whitman, car number 48, is on the outside. All Hendrick's second row for that fact too. Neither driver has won this season. Can they win today? Well, we'll find out. Third row has Daniel Bouchard. He finished third the last time he was at Talladega back in the Winston 500. He'll be alongside Joshua Osborne. He won the last time he was on a plate track in Daytona for the Pepsi 400. He also won at Michigan this season as well. He has the points lead coming in. Next row down has Jay Jefferson, number 5, and Johnny Gardner, a former Talladega winner here, number 12, is alongside. Johnny won the season in the first race at Pocono. Next row down is Nathan Orman in number 1, and he'll be alongside Zachary Fitzwater in car number 9. Next row down has Dylan Poteet, another former Talladega winner, in car 22. He'll be alongside 28, Cat Basson, who nearly won at the second race at Pocono, but had to settle for a top 5 spot, though, at the race's end. Next row down, Carson Gum in 19 and Shane Lake in car number 30, the Gum Out Pontiac. Next row down, going for the Talladega sweep, is Matt Haas in the Interstate Barriers Pontiac, car number 18. He'll be alongside car 40, Sky Cummins in the Coors Light Dodge. Next row down has Seth Cole in 98 and Kyle Matthews, car 42, the Coors Light Pontiac. Both drivers have won this season. Matthews won at Martinsville and at Rockingham. Seth Cole's the winner at California Speedway. Next row down has the winner at Riverside, Keith Batson in 88, and beside him, William Brock in car number 4, who's been on a tear as of late in the last few races. He's scored top 10 in the last 3 races of the season. Next row down has 00 Kev Shearer, and he'll be alongside Tristan Allen in car number 14. Next row after that will be Zach Winkle in 26, and 31 James Henry. And the next row after that will be car 71, Jeremy Diaz in the Team Realtree Chevrolet, and Benjamin Miles in car 21. Next row after that will be the winner at Dover this season, Levi McIntyre, and making her 6th start of the season, Jessica Shelton in car 17, the DeWalt Tools Ford. Jess was the winner this season at North Wilkesboro. Next row down has car number 43, Mike Becker, the Daytona 500 champion in the STP Pontiac, and Paul Minnick in car number 16. He had a great run at Pocono. Nearly won the race, but he came in, I think, 3rd in that event, too. A good day for him. Next row down would be the surprise winner of the Coca-Cola 600, Matthew Logan in a tied Pontiac car 32, and Mitchell Collins in car number 11, usually a threat on the plate tracks. His only win came on a plate track in season 21 in the Pepsi 400. Next row down, Rob Evans in number 8, and the second Pocono winner this season, Ryan George in car 15. Next row down is Jesse Turner in 01 and Emmanuel Hartnett number 20. Next row after that would be car number 25, Phil Parker, who won Darlington this season. And beside him, Ryan Brommer in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. Next row down has Dylan Young in number 2 and Cole Deaver in car number 3, the GM Goodman Chevrolet. Both of them carry in-car cameras in today's event, by the way. And Jackson Haywood in car 7 has the last spot on the starting grid. Mentioned Deaver and Dylan Young have the in-car cameras in today's event. Our third in-car camera will lie inside the car of the points leader, Joshua Osborne. He has our third in-car camera in today's event. And we'll also have cameras inside Levi McIntyre and Levi McIntyre, Charles Sanford, and Kyle Matthews' cars as well.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
So yes, you're actually hearing right. The production cost of in-car cameras has now grown to where we'll have 6 cameras, or 7 cameras actually, in the cars In today's event, by the way, our 7th one camera will be running inside Keith Batson's car, by the way, too. So, 7 cameras in today's event here at Talladega. Why 7 cameras for this event, you ask? Well, excitement seems to follow us every time we go to Talladega, and no matter what race it is, the Winston 500 or the DieHard 500, Talladega is always very exciting. And this event should be no exception, neither. Looking at the top 10 starters here in today's event here. Looking at the top 10 starters in today's event here, 5 of the drivers have won a race this season. Those 5 being Johnny actually 4 of them actually have won this season. Those 4 being Johnny Gardner, Joshua Osborne, Quentin Moore, and Zach Rogers have all won this season. Charles Stanbury has not won a race yet this season himself, neither has Jay Jefferson. While guys like Daniel Bouchard, Michael Whitman, and Michael Whitman, and Nathan Ormond are all looking for their first victories of the season. And Zachary Fitzwater's not won in a long time himself neither. In that number 9 car, he hopes to get his first win today. As we mentioned, Talladega is anything goes, as it usually is here. We may have a veteran winning here today, or we may have a first-time winner here today. So we'll see what happens here today. So that's the thing about plate racing. There's always the possibility of that first-time winner or surprise winner here. As pace car ducks off on the pit road, field will be led in the controls of Zach Rogers, the number 33 Skullman at Chevrolet, looking for his 5th win of the season. He scored wins at Richmond, Texas, Bristol, and New Hampshire as the green flag flies, and the start finish line is right at the exit of pit road, as it differs from Daytona. And boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys and girls. Three wide already, and Charles Sanford goes to the low side, takes the lead right at the start of the race here as they come off turn number 2. Darn pace car. And they are already getting wild back there too. Daniel Bouchard now looks for the lead in that 55 car. Jay Jefferson moves up to the field. Here comes Nathan Ormond, the number 1, 22. Dylan Poteet. Wow, what a first lap. Jay Jefferson leads the first lap of this race here. Average speed, first lap 167.439. But don't get used to that pace, because we'll see a whole lot faster as this race goes along. Dylan Poteet goes to the left side, looking to make it 3 wide for the lead. And he's got it. Matt Haas is up there. Here comes Keith Batson. On board Keith Batson's car 88, looking for the lead. Goes inside of Dylan Poteet. Matt Haas goes to leads the second lap. Second lap speed 188.512. Matt Haas out in front. Here comes Diaz. Here comes Levi McIntyre, 99. 21 car. Benjamin Miles is up there. Jessica Shelton in 17. All of them looking to get those 5 points for leading a lap here, and that's the thing about Talladega. This version of Talladega, this is a different Talladega we're using, by the way. This is Talladega 1979 we're using, as opposed to the 1997 Talladega that we used in Winston 500. Speed's a slight bit slower here as it was in Winston 500. We saw well over 200 miles an hour in that race. This track slowed the cars down just a little bit, even at 110 AI. So we're having a hard time hitting over 190 miles an hour. We had a few cars that almost got to 190 already in this session. Cole Deaver at 189.94 is the fastest lap of the race so far. And it looks like Jessica Shelton's going to get her first lap led today here. Maybe, as here comes Rob Evans to the outside. Nope, Jess leads that lap. Jesse Turner dips down low as they come off turn number 2. Dylan Young is in there. Ryan George, who won the last race on the tour at Pocono. Nothing there as they go into turn number 3. Jesse Turner goes to the top. Dylan Young to the low side. Ryan George is in there. Cole Beaver and the GM Goodwrench Chevy. Beaver, you remember, started way back in the back. Riding inside Cole Beaver's car number 3, the Dale Earnhardt car is moving its way through the field. They're averaging 185 miles an hour after 5 laps of this race. Up front, Dylan Young out in front. Here comes Deaver to the left side for second place. He's got Ryan Brommer to 6 behind him. Mitchell Collins is up there. Matthew Logan, Emmanuel Hartnett, James Henry, and Shane Lake on that inside train. And now here comes Ryan Brommer to the low side, car number 6. That is a 1997 Ford Thunderbird that Brommer's driving, and that car's had Talladega history as well. Fastest 500-mile race in history, and it was won in that car. And I do say faster than Daytona, faster than Indianapolis, faster than anywhere for 500 miles. This track has it at 188 miles per hour on their all-time in NASCAR. Off the 4th turn they come here. Matthew Logan out in front now, number 32, the Tide Pontiac. And here comes Shane Lake to the low side. Car number 30, the Gumout Pontiac to the low side. Cat Batson all behind there. There's 16, Paul Minnick. 12 car, Johnny Gardner, Quentin Moore, Zach Rogers, Michael Whitman in this mix. 3 wide, several rows deep. And here comes Minnick for the lead, 3 wide. Johnny Gardner's is trying to push him. Quentin Moore, there's several cars in this eye of the storm here. Quentin Moore ducks slow. Minnick leads his first lap of the race. But here comes Quentin Moore. He wants more. He looks to the low side. Zach Rogers right there behind him in car 33. Whitman's up there. Fitzwater pushes Osborne out of the draft. He up the middle of the track and takes the inside groove. Phil Parker, Nathan Ormond, and Keith Batson all in this mix as well. Here comes number 48. Michael Whitman now goes for the lead. He's got Fitzwater behind him, and here comes Phil Parker. Hendrick cars to the low side of the track, and they look for the lead, and they got it. 48, 9, and 25 all going at it right here. The other 2 Hendrick cars are also on the inside lane, the 24 and the 5. 500 cars in this field here. Riding with Keith Batson in car number 88. He now goes into the lead. Levi McIntyre's view. And now 3 wide for the lead. And he's going to push Jay Jefferson up to the top spot. And he's got it. Jefferson leads his first lap. And here comes McIntyre, just going to squeeze that nose of that Ford to the low side of the track. Rear bumper cam on that 99 machine. There's Kyle Matthews' view, car number 42. This is unbelievable. Matt Haas now out in front. Mike Becker to second position. Becker, another former Talladega winner himself. Won the Winston 500 several seasons back as they come off the 4th corner here. "12 laps in the books, 17 to go at Talladega." Yes. Well, we hope you enjoyed hearing the sights and sounds of Talladega. As the field now heads into turn number 3. Jesse Turner goes to the top spot now. James Henry behind him in second position. Here comes Carson Gunn to the low side, car number 0-1. Way down on the low side. Dylan Young up the high side right here. I thought that the upper second they were going to make it 4 wide with him stuck in the middle, and it would not have been a pleasant situation for him. Mitchell Collins getting pushed by Emmanuel Hartnett. A couple of Toyotas from Gibbs down to the low side of the track. Matthew Logan in there. 8 car. Rob Evans. Sky Cummins back there. 2 Toyotas chasing a Pontiac. Hartnett looks low. He ducks to the inside of the track into turn number 1. Hartnett, car number 20 for the lead. And look at this mess. Off the 4 turn. Oh no, they're 4 wide off the 4 turn. Sanford and Shelton leaning on each other as they come out the the tri-oval. Somebody's gonna have to back off here. Sanford and Shelton, they touch it a little bit in the turn number 1. And oh no, they're still 4 wide through there as they come down. Parker and Sanford's touch here. They kind of lean on each other. And oh, here we go! Big one! Phil Parker and Tristan Allen both upside down. Sanford's in the crash. Matt Haas is in it. Here. Mike Becker's in it. Zach Winkle. 71 car of Jeremy Diaz is involved. And Tristan Allen took a very bad tumble off turn number 2. Meantime, who's going to win the race back to the start position? It looks like Paul Minnick's going to win the race back to the line. That was close. And they gave it to Johnny Gardner. Actually, they gave it to Gardner at the line, winning that race to the start-finish line by just inches. And there's more cars spinning up the second turn on the cool down. Jackson Haywood spun. We saw Brock spin. Levi McIntyre spun. Jefferson's got some damage on the 5 car. I knew after a caution flag they can suffer ARCA breaks, but this is ridiculous. Let's take a look at what happened on this caution flag happening on lap number 18 of the race. I knew when they got 4 wide that was going to be the kiss of death here for some of these cars. And it was teammates Phil Parker and Charles Sanford. Parker pushes Sanford up the track and squeezes the car of Tristan Allen into the wall. Him and Phil Parker go upside down. Diaz, Becker, Poti got a piece of it. Zach Winkle got involved. Mike Becker. Tristan Allen's car hits the grass and then starts tumbling again about 3, maybe 4 times. Those two probably no secret. No secret. Those two out of race. Those two are out of race. They're Charles Sanford. They're damaged up in his car. And he had just dropped in points after a horrific outing at Pocono. This is going to drop him further back in the points. Now watch what happened as they come off turn number 2. This is on the this is when they were all slowing down. Yeah, William Brock actually turns to 55 with Daniel Bouchard right in, and there we go, right into the 0-1. That is that's Jesse Turner. Cat Batson, Jackson Haywood. How Jessica Shelton didn't get hit, I'll never know. 99 car, Levi McIntyre. There's Kev Shearer. 21, Benjamin Miles was also damaged up. And several drivers not happy with each other, obviously. Oh, we had an in-car camera with Charles Sanford on this deal. Let's take a ride with him. So there is Charles. He's back in 36th position at the moment. So Diaz, Parker, and the 14 of Tristan Allen all out of the race now because of that crash that happened off turn number 2. We will restart here on lap number 23 is what we'll restart at. We will have 7 laps remaining here at Talladega Superspeedway. And the DieHard 500, get ready. It's gonna be pretty wild. And Mitchell Collins down on the low side of the number 11 car. I don't know if he's EOLing or if he's got a problem with the car or what. Second time today the phones rang. Sorry about that. Second time the phones rang while I'm recording this race. So a couple of late changes as you saw right there after all this happened here as you see back up front here. Sky comes out in front as they come down now as we're now 5.5 laps from the finish. Pack got split up just a little bit now as they come through the third and fourth turns here. Shane Lake is in second position. Here comes number 15. That is Ryan George, Keith Batson up there. Ryan Brummer. Here we go again. Talladega, we may have a surprise winner out of this bunch. 5 to go. And this pack less than 2 seconds back. It leads the second pack by less than 2 seconds. So I don't know if they'll catch up by the time they get to this pack of cars right there. There's Johnny Gardner. He's back in about 15th spot. Seth Cole getting by James Henry. Jessica Shelton right there behind Seth Cole as they come out the fourth corner. In the turn number 1, they're going to go 3 wide now as they go through turns 1 and 2. Nathan Ormond looks for the lead in that number 1 car. Nathan Ormond, one of those guys who has not yet won in the series. Michael Whitman, one of those guys who has not won in the series. Sky Combs has not yet won in the series. Brommer's not yet won. Shane Lake's not yet won. We got several guys. We got several possibilities of a first-time winner maybe here at Talladega as they come out the fourth corner. Coming to start-finish line now for 3 laps to go. Whitman leads that lap. Second pack still 2 seconds back still nearly 2 seconds back of the front pack of cars. There you get an idea of what that pack looks like. Let's look like from the second pack of cars. That's Levi McIntyre's view. He runs alongside Jessica Shelton in 17. 2 laps to go. Meantime, up front, Kyle Matthews takes the lead. Here comes Zach Rogers. No! Here comes Shane Lake to the low side, looking for the lead. Shane Lake in car 30. He dives to the low side of the track. He looks for the lead. Who is it gonna be in the DieHard 500? This time it'll be the white flag out here. 28 laps in the books. 1 lap remaining. Let the shuffle begin at Talladega. Here we go. Ryan George to the left side. He wants 2 in a row. He wants to win this race. Hartnett's up there. Ormond's in there. Batson's in there. Car 88. Who's in the best spot? Who makes the move at the right time? Hartnett looks low. No! Here comes Ormond, car number 1 to the low side. Nathan Ormond, car number 1, looking to win his first race in his career in this series. Keith Batson trying to stop it all from happening. Car 88, off the 4th turn they come. They come to the start-finish line. Here comes Batson to the low side. They're side by side. Ormond on the outside, Batson to the low side, start finish line, they come there side by side to the line. It is Keith Batson winning the DieHard 500. Many times of trying and many times of frustration. He has been so close to the plate tracks many times before. This time he gets it done. Keith Batson gets his first Talladega victory in the Dale Jarrett colors as he wins for the first time this season. What a finish. Nathan Ormond so close to getting that first win of his career. Has to start for second place. Sky Commons third. 4th will go to Emmanuel Hartnett. And Matthew Logan comes home 5th. Zach Rogers 6th. 7th will go to Ryan Brommer. Ryan George 8th. 9th will go to Quentin Moore. And Rob Evans will end up finishing 10th. Average speed 156.596. What a race that was here at Talladega. And boy, we're going to look at the finish of that race. That was so close. When we're going to look at the finish of that race, that was so close. Batson was on the low side. Orman was on the outside of the track. It looked like there was going to be just inches of the line between those two cars. Batson got the nose of that Ford out front, and there it was, by that much a bumper between the Taurus and the Impala at the line. And Keith Batson flies the red, white, and blue today at Talladega Superspeedway as he grabs the DieHard 500 victory. 11 thousandths of a second was the margin at the start-finish line. That was very close. And at 190 miles an hour, you cannot tell usually who wins at the line. So, 21 in the books and 13 races to go. And a tremendous finish that was here at Talladega Superspeedway. Wow. Now I see why I get so hyped up every time we do these races. Ooh. Yeah. Especially when we go to Talladega. 11th place will go to Shane Lake. Michael Whitman 12th. Kyle Matthews 13th. Johnny Gardner 14th. Paul Minnick 15th. Jessica Shelton 16th as she barely nipped Joshua Osborne for that spot. Osborne 17th, Poteet 18th, 19th will go to Carson Gum. James Henry was 20th. Matthews should have the points lead back, but he led by 9. He was behind by 9 coming into this race at Talladega, by the way. Dylan Poteet 18th, Carson Gum matches his car number, finishes 19th. 20th will go to James Henry. Levi McIntyre 21st. 22nd will go to Benjamin Mile, or 22nd will go to Cole Deaver. Benjamin Miles, Seth Cole, and Zachary Fitzgerald are the top 25. Then the rest of the finishers on the lead lap will be Matt Haas, Jason Haywood, Kev Shear, Dylan Young, Kat Madsen 30th, Daniel Bouchard, Jesse Turner, Mike Becker, Charles Samber, another disappointing day, finishes 34th. Jay Jefferson, Zach Winkle, and Mitchell Collins was the top was the last of the finishers here in today's race. Actually, last finisher on the lead lap. William Brock was 2 laps down, finishing in 38th position, breaking a string of top 10 runs he had coming into this event. Cars out of the race: Jeremy Diaz, Tristan Allen, and Bill Parker was the cars out of the race. But another tremendous Talladega finish, and I tell you, the DieHard 500 usually seems to have very close finishes. It usually seems that way. But today it is Keith Batson holding them all off here as he snookered Nathan Orman in the last few hundred feet to the line and wins the race by just a bumper at the line. 11 1,000th of a second was the margin of victory from first to second. Tremendous racing that was here today. And the average speed of, again, 156.596. As Keith Batson scores his first Talladega victory after many times of trying since he first got into the series back in season 2. Wow. What can I say? I'm out of breath. I may need a break here before I do Indianapolis for the Brickyard 400, which is next on the tour. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got in our races, gaming videos, in our online races as well too. And whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, is for his channel. And be sure to check out our other NNSCRA series, including the new Pedigree Xfinity series, the Duracell Cup series, the Budweiser All-Pro series, and on Thrashmania 899's channel, the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup series. Be sure to check those series out as well. And you will not regret checking this channel out neither. Here, so 13 down, so 21 down, so 21 races down, down 13 to go on the season as the road for the championship heats up. Here for the season. Here, what else can I say on that one here? So that was it today at Talladega Super Speedway. Keith Batson, congratulations again to Keith Batson, the winner of the DieHard 500. For now, this is James Qualls in the production of the NNSCRA. Off-Fun Racing at its best. We will see you for the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis.